What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT. And wouldn't you know it, our friends over at Intellivision have screwed up once again. This time, they've removed Earthworm Jim videos from their official video feed on YouTube. What? So shout out to the Geek Getaway, Tony, who came out with this video earlier today and let me know about the situation. I will definitely link his video in the comments below. Check him out. Tony and I often don't see eye to eye on a lot of things, but at the same time, I'm always open to hearing the other side of the story. And I'm glad I am, because Tony was on point with Intellivision from the get-go. And a lot of what he said I took as just a guy wanting to be negative to get attention on YouTube, because there's all too much of that going around, when in reality he genuinely had concerns about this company and was shown to be spot on for, I was gonna say for the most part, but I'm like, every single thing. So yeah, Earthworm Jim gone, nowhere to be found anywhere on the Intellivision Amico videos feed from YouTube. Now, according to Tony, I didn't research this or check myself, but apparently it is referenced in some of the videos, but the actual trailer has been taken down. And reason for this officially is unknown. So, well, just like everything else with Intellivision, we just have to assume that there's a problem. Whether it was because legal issues, whether they didn't want to be associated with Doug TenNapel anymore, which I don't foresee that being the problem because they didn't have a problem being associated with him previously, or if it has something to do with the new TV show that's coming out, and that TV show creator doesn't want to be associated with a scam brand like Intellivision. Who knows? Who knows? But the fact is, Earthworm Jim trailer has been removed. If you missed it, I made a video a little while back called Everything Tommy Told Me About Earthworm Jim. And in this video, I am in my hot tub having a nice glass of wine. And I'm at the point where I'm just over it. This was, I believe, a month and a half ago or so, where I was just over everything Intellivision was doing. Just felt like a lie over and over and over again. And I'm like, okay, I gotta come clean. Since I met Tommy and everything he told me about Earthworm Jim, when I go back and piece it all together, it feels like that was something that was manufactured for the strict purpose of just scamming investors, fooling them and tricking them into thinking this is something legitimate with a AAA type title that is going on this scam console. And everything that they did, piecing together this shoddy trailer for E3, paying, what was it, $10,000 to appear on E3, and then showing that at the end to surprise everybody. For this reason alone, it was very sketchy. But then talking to Tommy and how they were running into a lot of roadblocks and everything that was stopping the production of the current games that they were working on. And then Tommy trying to take on a AAA style title like Earthworm Jim. It seemed too good to be true. And you know what they say about stuff that's too good to be true. So checking on the Intellivision, official Intellivision YouTube channel, they removed it. It's not here anymore. That's pretty sketchy. During their quiet period, a subtle removal of the biggest game that they announced for the console. Let's be real. Like, most people only cared about the Intellivision Amico when they heard Earthworm Jim was coming to it. Let's be real. A lot of people. We're not going to split hairs over how many, but it put it on the map. And to just withdraw that video, it's extremely questionable, but yet on brand, as always, with everything from Intellivision. They still have this, just, when you look back at this, it's hysterical. You could do a full, chronology of the scammy and scummy and tricks that they've done to fool people into thinking this is legitimate so that they can garner more investment income. And for a long time, I'm like, okay, cool, the end justifies the means. Except when you don't put a console out. And then you see people like the Evercade Versus And the crank thing. What the hell is the crank thing? The play date. Like when you see those coming out, all facing the same challenges during a pandemic, a play date got setbacks with batteries and they figured it out. And they all accrued far less money in investments than Intellivision with the, what was it, $18+ million through, give or take, 4 different investment scams that they tried to do. I fell for one of them. Many people know. I'm very frustrated about this because Earthworm Jim was one of the selling points that I had, along with Tommy saying that this thing was on the launch pad, ready for takeoff. They just needed a little bit more money to get there, and you can be that person, and funds are supposed to be coming by the end of this time this year, and you can make 10 times your return. And holy crap, it was an infomercial. And in hindsight, it's pretty obvious, but in the moment, when I feel like someone is my friend, and I'm trusting them, and I'm believing in them, and I'm excited for them, and I think everyone else is just against them because everyone's haters, it makes me reevaluate my approach to everything. And for that, it's really hard for me to forgive Tommy, especially when he hasn't come forward and apologized to anyone for anything he said. That's unforgivable. I don't care how tough your personal life is and all the challenges you're facing. I genuinely feel for you, Tommy. I do. With that being said, you were CEO. You're still president. You still have things on the record you've said that are now patently false. Ironic I say patent because you guys didn't even get your patents that you said were pending. Nothing has come to fruition that you've said. Nothing! And now Earthworm Jim being removed. Thanks again, Tony Geek Getaway, for finding this nugget. It's been removed from the YouTube channel. From the Intellivision YouTube channel. But don't worry, they still have the scammy videos like, oh, coming soon, 10/10/2020. Look how easy it is to build one of these things. Ironically, that's probably the same damn unit they put in that faux unboxing video. Oh, 10/20/21, sorry. It's hard to keep the years straight when this thing gets announced in 2019 for a 2020 release, then a later 2020 release, then a 2021 release, then something in 2022, then who the hell knows? What a mess. What an absolute mess. And I just... People want me to make more content on the Amico. What more is there to say? This company is an absolute travesty that is unapologetic to their customers, to their fans, to the YouTubers that have promoted them and destroyed their bands. There's nothing. Their bands? Their channels. Well, some of them have bands. But they've destroyed everything and left just destruction in their wake. And what do they care? They don't. They're making all the money, laughing all the way to the bank at your expense and my expense too. So, yeah. That's Intellivision. That's Earthworm Jim. It's gone. What happened to it? Who knows? Is it coming back? Nope. I can tell you that because based off of what I know, what I've seen, and watch that video, I'll link it at the end here too. Earthworm Jim isn't happening. And what they sold people, the idea of that's all this company did, especially Tommy. He would sell the idea of stuff to people just to get the money. And that is such a scummy way to go about doing business. I wish I saw it sooner, but I'm glad I see it now. God bless everyone who doesn't see it still. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, you stay smashing.
Smash